Welcome back, everybody, to the Beneath the Hat podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. Nate Jackson. And I know I usually mention Alina in this episode. You're probably wondering why Emilio's sitting next to me. We had to do some rearranging.
Yeah,
but
musical chairs.
I'll go right over and first introduce the hat boss himself, Mr. Emilio Rangel.
What's going on, guys? Looking forward to this podcast. We're at the premiere of Laundromat Texas, and we bumped into Cameron and catching up. And I said, man, it'd be good to talk about your story and talk about what you got going on in New Braunfels. So I'm really excited to share.
But yeah, sneak peek to our guest. But let's go over to our new co-host for today. We're gonna call this an ESPY-sode.
ESPY-sode. I got big shoes to fill with Alina not being here. But
so I guess y'all can already see we got ESPY here, the other hat shaper we have at the store. So how you been, ESPY? Been doing all right?
Good, man. I'm excited to be here. A little nervous, but we'll be fine.
Like I told Cameron, they just add some fancy new lights. It makes everybody freak out. But I'll go ahead and let Emilio introduce our guest for today.
Man, we go a ways back. He started shopping at the store. It seems like it's probably been every bit of the 9 years we've been open.
Yeah, so it's been year one.
For sure. So my special guest today is going to be Cameron Corzine.
Corzine with an I.
And he's got a really cool story. He's got a really cool business by the name of Cowboys and Cadillacs. And you've probably seen it on social media. He's got a really cool rooftop bar, but I'm going to let him take the reins and talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, so, born and raised New Braunfels. Cowboys and Cadillacs came about, I want to say about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
So I've been working on it for a while, but we've been open only 8 months now.
Nice.
So it's been an adventure, though.
I know it's a little bit of a journey there, because I remember when you first pitched the idea, you're like, we're going to open this bar, and it seems like we'd kind of slipped a little bit in conversation. We weren't keeping up with each other as we probably should have, and all of a sudden you're like, grand opening's this coming up, and I was like, dang, that was just it could have been just you saying you were going to do it, but no, you did it. So how does it feel to finally have that launched?
Oh, it was great. It's been, so much hard work and just sticking to it and pushing through to get it open. It was unreal to have that grand opening, it's not real till it actually happens, you know?
Yeah.
It was one of those surreal moments for sure. So, and even in the short period we've been open, we've gotten to do some really cool stuff. All the way to one of the things I brought with me is our Still Austin barrel pick. So awesome. Still Austin's one of the whiskeys we carry. So we carry a lot of their products. They distill 100% in Texas. So they get all their grain in the state of Texas, working with local farmers. They distill in Austin. They have a great big distillery there. They distill all kinds of stuff. So we've been able to do some really cool stuff with them. So I've done 2 barrel selects with them since I've been open. This is my second one I just got in. This is a 2018 7-year-old barrel.
Nice.
This is probably one of my favorite barrels because I've tried a lot of their bourbon. And this is probably one of my favorites. So I brought this one out for us,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, they've been a really cool partner in some stuff we've been able to do. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this around.
Yeah, sure thing. Dude. Get it started.
I'm a big cigar guy, so I'm really excited for this. I saw on I was doing some research on the whole bar and everything, and I saw a little, I think it was might have been like a charcuterie board, I'm not sure, but there's a little cigar in it, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, we do cigars on our 3rd floor. I have a full humidor. I got all kinds of really cool allocated stuff. We got a little bit of everything going on.
Heck yeah, dude.
When I was kind of came up Cowboys and Cadillacs, it was kind of creating that adult cowboy playground.
Yeah.
Where you can go from nice food to bourbon to cigars with live music all night long.
Heck yeah.
And cowboy hats.
And always cowboy hats.
Always cowboy hats.
Always.
And that was the thing about your place. I was just blown away by the layers. I mean, every bit of what's going on there could have its own podcast talked about it. It's like you have the music aspect, you got the, like you said, lifestyle, kind of the drinks, the nightlife, and then you got the food. It just looks insane.
Yeah. It's been a really cool concept. So, and it's really new to the industry as a whole. So, kind of start out, you've got the food aspect of what we do. So I have a Michelin star chef out of Miami.
Nice.
Wow.
So we have some really incredible food. He's opened up the door to do a lot of cool things. So I've got an Airstream on that second floor.
I saw that.
So we do private sushi nights.
Oh, dude.
So he's in
Oh,
there
man.
hand rolling sushi
Wow.
right there in front of you. You know, we got Japanese whiskey going, the sake. So that's been really cool. We've been able to serve some really incredible food. Having him on board has been a game changer for what we're able to do food wise. We obviously are primarily a bar though, so we got 3 bars.
That's so cool.
So going up 3 stories with a mezzanine. We've got the Airstream as well. So that's been really cool. Some incredible mixologists have worked with us in bar management. So we've been able to open that up quite a bit and really create some really cool cocktails.
Heck yeah.
And then based on some of the volume we do and some of the cool stuff we're able to do is we're able to work with some cool distillers. So I've got barrel picks with Treaty Oak. I got barrel picks with Garrison Brothers. I've done multiple with Still Austin. So
That's really neat.
that's been really cool aspect of it. And then there's the whole music side.
Yeah.
You know? I've got a full-time talent buyer, Mr. Michael Mode. He currently plays bass for William Beckman.
Oh, nice.
So we've been friends for quite a while. And when I started this project, he was the dude that he knew everyone.
Yeah.
I love
You know, it didn't matter who it was. He knew them all. So I was like, you now get a second job, bud.
Well,
Here you go.
having a guy like that, it's like you got those secret shows like you had where all of a sudden it's William Beckman
And Braxton.
Braxton Keith. They're just playing guitar side by side on stools. It's like, man, hey, we didn't toast it yet, guys.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Here's a special toast to Cowboys and Cadillacs. Got my pinky up like Patrick.
Whew.
That's good.
Not a big drinker anymore, but that's really good.
That's really good.
Smooth.
That's really good. I'm gonna have to get one of them things.
They're good.
My mustache is gonna get a little thicker.
No,
Everybody
my
wonders how the mustache curls. That's it right there.
That's it right there.
That's the big secret. It's good bourbon.
That's so cool, man.
So you got your music, and tell us a little bit more about that. Like what shows are you most excited for this coming up, or is there a show in the past that you'd like to do again?
Yeah, I mean the one that obviously stands out for everyone was that William Beckman and Braxton Key show. You know, it's been cool being friends with those kind of guys and having those kind of opportunities opened up to us. That was a surprise to all of us. You know, I mean, we threw that together pretty last minute. Those pop-ups are an interesting animal because when you do those pop-ups, you don't have all the management support. You don't
Yep.
have all the back-end support. It is really venue and artist
Yeah.
coming together going, we're going to throw something together last minute real quick and just do it. And we released morning of. So pulling that together was interesting and a battle, but worth it in the end. It was crazy to see. I mean, we had 600 people lined up out on the street
That's
2
awesome.
hours before we
Goodness.
opened our doors.
I was about to ask, what's max capacity on the top floor like that?
I mean, we're probably about that 400 or 500, so we're not a super large
Yeah.
concert venue. That's not necessarily what we're after, but being able to pull some of that stuff together is really cool, and it really created a unique experience. You know, there's not many times with guys like Braxton and William that you get to go see them without 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and you're just shoulder to shoulder crammed in there, beer slinging everywhere. This was a different experience. You know, it was really cool and relaxed, and it was an incredible night. I mean, it was just magical.
It seems like you got the best aspects of Fort Worth, put them in a bottle, splashed a little bit of Cowboy Christmas, and threw it on
For sure.
on a rooftop in New Braunfels. Like,
For sure. I mean, it was kind of I've gotten to travel, do a lot of cool stuff, and I wanted it to kind of be my favorite parts of all of it. You know,
Yeah.
Sure enough.
we all love our nights out on the stockyards. You know,
oh yeah,
and all those kind of places. So it was just, you know, a little bit of Riata here, a little neon moon over there.
Yeah.
You know, just toss it all in the building together. So it was a really cool thing to be able to pull stuff like that together.
Yeah, heck yeah. Y'all did an awesome job too, by the way.
Thank you.
I was watching videos today, and the decor is just
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Thanks.
awesome.
I was just about to touch on that. Let me ask you, as far as like when you're in the planning stage for something like this, especially something as big as, you know, the bar and everything is, what are some of those thought process that you go through to figure out, you know, what kind of decor is this going to be? You know what I mean? What's the vibe? What's the theme? what am I really wanting to go for? What was that kind of like for you?
Yeah, going into the decor side of things, I really wanted it to resemble kind of who I was.
Yeah.
You know, I've always been a little bit out there and kind of push those limits a little bit. You know, I was always the one that I wear the colorful boots. You know, I mean, I got bright green ML Ladies on today.
Heck yeah.
You know, and the old vintage Wranglers and that kind of stuff. So I wanted a little pop of color, but keeping it true traditional cowboy. You know, I didn't want to do the Hollywood cowboy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about saddle bar stools and, you know, giddy up, you know. Yeah. I wanted to bring the true authentic cowboy side of things, you know, back from when I was rodeoing and getting to work ranches and do some of that stuff. I wanted to really bring that to the public, you know, and when I was building this, I wanted to build it more as a brand, not just building a bar.
Yeah.
We're not just here to serve you drinks or serve you food. I wanted it to be an experience.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So part of building that brand was getting people to, you know, emotionally have that emotional connection, you know, to what we were doing and building that brand. So that was something I really pushed for when getting this open and designing the whole thing is I want people to experience that high-end true cowboy lifestyle.
For sure.
You know, because I mean, everybody, little boy, no matter what you end up doing, the doctors or lawyers, every little boy wants to be a cowboy when they grow up.
Sure enough.
Heck
You
yeah.
know, so we're gonna give you a little bit of taste of that. You know,
Heck yeah.
every night you come out to Cowboys Cadillacs, you get to be the cowboy for the night.
Is there a certain, I guess, not necessarily piece, but is there a certain aspect to the bar that probably is your favorite?
Oh man,
That Airstream up on the second floor is pretty cool,
that
dude.
Airstream's
SB's
cool.
favorite for
Yeah.
sure.
That was a stretch. I love the fire pit on that second floor.
Yeah.
It's a 10-foot wide fire pit.
Dang.
It was the end of an old oil tanker train car that
Wow.
I had a welder cut off the end of the cap, and he turned into a big fire pit for us. But my favorite bar inside the entire building would probably be that third floor bar.
Yeah.
Nice.
We got turquoise countertops, copper back bars, that big copper leaf longhorn on that
Yeah.
back. It's just something about that third floor bar and getting to overlook near Braunfels is
Oh, yeah.
incredible.
I bet.
I got a cherry red one horse with Cadillac fenders. I need to sell you for the rooftop.
I
You're gonna
know.
love it.
I saw you snatch that thing up. Yeah, I noticed that real
It'll
quick.
go good with your Cadillac.
I know. I think I got enough trailers for my Cadillac. I think I'm sitting on 4 right now.
Sheesh.
Oh yeah. And we just about burned the Cadillac down last week.
Oh, dang.
man.
Oh yeah, we were going to the parade and I had a brake line bust and caught fire. And,
Oh.
you want to talk about panic?
I bet.
Oh yeah,
Sheesh.
I had guys chasing me down with fire extinguishers. It was a mess. Yeah, it just got out of shop today.
Wow.
Luckily, we didn't damage anything too bad. We caught it pretty early, but
Got some character.
yeah, you know, we're putting the miles on her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she's meant to do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess coming up, I mean, you being kind of from the New Braunfels area, shout out the unicorns, right?
Oh yes, always.
Yeah.
Or mighty unicorns.
Yeah, just as unique as SB's Hutto Hippos.
That's right. We're always in competes with those for the best mascot, I feel.
But was this something that you kind of knew that you eventually wanted to pursue, or how did it kind of be like, oh well, I kind of want to do this kind of cool aspect to like a bar, you know?
Yeah, absolutely not. Had no idea I was gonna do this.
Yeah.
This was never an idea or dream of mine,
Mhm.
ever. Graduate, you know, getting into my senior year and graduating high school, I started riding bulls a little bit. Stuck with that for a little bit. Wasn't good to make a career out of it. You know, it was fun. I loved every second of it,
Mhm.
every very short second of it.
Yes, sir.
But I loved it. It was
Yeah.
so much fun and getting to travel and meet all those guys, and that experience was incredible, but it wasn't a long-term, you know, it just wasn't a long-term thing for me. So
Mhm.
trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and exploring all those options, I decided I didn't want a cowboy full-time for a living. I have a lot of friends that do it. It just wasn't going to be my thing. I had some different goals in life, but it was figuring out what worked for me because I wanted to love what I do.
Yeah,
You know, that's always been something important to me. You know, I want a reason to get out of bed every morning.
Heck
for
yeah.
sure.
So this just kind of happened. Cowboys and Cadillacs started as a limo company. I
Wow.
bought a 1985 Cadillac limo off the side of the road on New Year's Eve in like 2017.
Dang.
And I took it to rodeos. I took it everywhere. It was just my personal
Daily driver.
daily driver funnel, you know. Nobody ever sees the 85 Cadillac limos rolling around, and it was just a party bus. It was so much fun. So that's where all the attention, it got a lot of attention. Everybody's always asking me, hey, can we take it to the rodeo? Can we do this? Can we do that? So I started a limo company, bought a few more cars, bought a tour bus turned into a big party bus.
Dang.
So in the venture of doing that, I started Cowboys and Cadillacs merchandise. So found out it wasn't trademarked or anything like that. So I bought all the trademarking for it and was going to do some merchandise. And I use the same merchandise company that does everything for PRCA. They do everything for the NFR every year.
Yeah,
Wow, cool.
So when I got hurt, I worked for them for a little bit and worked the NFR 1 year and got pretty close with all those guys and decided, if we're going to do merch, I'll call y'all up and we'll do it. So I was in Nashville on top of a real nice rooftop bar called White Limousine.
Wow.
And I was like, this is cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is cool. Rooftop bars don't have to be sticky, gross, wild, crazy clubbing rooftop bars. You can do something a little different that stands out. So that's when I came home and started figuring it out.
That's cool,
So growing up downtown, my mom's owned those businesses and buildings for 15 years, and she didn't use her roof, so I figured I might as well.
Yep.
So started talking to them. So they're now my business partners. Gets me out of some rent costs,
There you go.
and I started building a rooftop bar.
That's
It
awesome.
It just
dude.
kind of happened. It's just one of those God things where I didn't know what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and it fell in my lap.
That's cool,
One
man.
thing led to another. So it was a total God thing that I ended up where I am now.
Yes,
I
sir.
love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't help but think of Dwight Yoakam. It's like you started over here in Nashville at this bar. Say that again. What was it called?
The White Limousine?
The White Limousine. So
yeah,
you got
Nashville.
a long white Cadillac. And
Oh,
it's just
yeah.
like, it's cool. I don't know.
That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good singing to me,
Yeah,
dude.
no. Not at all.
We'll get you on the books here.
No. Hey, but
Tuesday
on a,
night song swap.
on a serious note, with the rodeo stuff, we got NFR coming up. Are you going to have some watch parties going on?
We
on the
are.
rooftop?
We are. We're going to have some watch parties going on. So we're working with a few brands. We're going to be doing some watch parties. We've got a big screen coming in for the back of our stage.
Cool.
So we'll have some watch parties. We'll be doing, we're going to do it just like you do in Vegas.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, I've been to Vegas doing NFR for a long time. And to be honest, I've never even made it inside the Thomas and Mack. It's everybody ends up at the watch parties.
Yeah.
And even if you do, they run that thing so fast that
You're
It's-
in and out.
it's worth going once, but after that it's watch parties. I think
Yeah.
that's going to be the best way to do it.
So I'm trying to bring a little piece of that to Texas.
That'd be
so
cool.
I wanted to create. We're gonna try to do our best to recreate the Las Vegas NFR watch party style.
I love it.
So we got the big screen going. We're gonna have some cool bands out that'll play right after. We got some buckles being made for best
Oh,
dressed.
yeah.
Oh,
We'll have
nice.
some other
There you go.
contests. Because as we all know, for the Western industry, it is Fashion Week at the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Sure
Yeah.
enough.
So we're gonna do it right here in New Braunfels, Texas.
You need to get you a mechanical bull on the rooftop. I don't know what insurance would think about that. but-
I've tried to do a few things that insurance is not very happy with my ideas.
That's a long fall if you get bucked off.
We don't
Stakes
get
are
bucked
high.
off,
You
Nate.
don't get bucked off.
So you have the bar aspect of it, the music aspect of it too. You mentioned earlier you have a chef or two that are Michelin star chefs. That's a big deal. I didn't know anything about the Michelin star thing. My girlfriend knew all about it, so I didn't really find out what any of that meant till this year. But it holds a big value in that whole food industry. So what did it kind of take to kind of, one, get that talent into your place, and two, stick behind the aspect of quality with the food that comes with it? Because when you think of bar food, most of the time it's not anything extravagant. But I've seen the videos, man. I need to go try that stuff.
Yeah, so as far as getting a chef like that in our doors, that one, once again, this whole project was seriously a total God movement. It
Mhm.
really was. We didn't expect to get someone like that.
Yeah.
We weren't sure what we were going to do. I've never even worked a service industry job.
Mhm.
I just jumped head first, and figured we're just going to figure it out as we go. And what I don't know, I'm going to learn.
Yeah.
We're going to figure it out. And there's nothing you can't learn with a little YouTube nowadays.
That's right.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Chat GPT and YouTube, we can do anything.
Oh yeah.
So I kind of jumped in head first. And during our interviewing process and trying to staff up, he showed up. He moved to town for some personal reasons and got out of the Miami, LA area, and he was looking for something to put his name on.
That's cool.
Those kind of chefs they're not the chefs that just go work any other steakhouse. They're not the ones that are just going to be a line cook.
Mm-hmm.
They want to put their name on something.
Yeah,
they want to be recognized for what they do, because what they do is a real art. So he kind of really got behind what we were doing and creating more than, we're not just a restaurant, we're not just a bar, we're not just a music venue. We're really creating an overall brand, and he really got behind that and wanted to put his name to it.
That's cool.
He wanted have people know his food and know what he can do, and we would just kind of let him go.
That's awesome.
We got him in the door and we're like, this is what we're after, this is who we are, go figure it out, go do it. So we've been looking at dropping a new menu here coming up in probably the next 8 weeks.
Nice.
One of the things that I'm really excited about that he pulled out last week was a tomahawk steak.
Oh,
he's got a big old tomahawk with an extra large bone with Cowboys and Cadillacs engraved into the bone.
That's crazy.
It is insane, and it is delicious.
When does that hit?
Incredible. So I'm hoping we're gonna be, when that new menu is hopefully gonna launch in the next 8 weeks.
Heck yeah.
So there's some incredible stuff to look forward to that is just gonna be insane.
We interrupt this episode to bring you guys a special message from our sponsor of this podcast, Double R Hat House in Elgin, Texas.
Hey, Nate, that's a good-looking cowboy hat. Where do you
I
get
think
that?
so. Double R, right down the road in Elgin.
You can find us at doublerhathouse.com or on all social media. Come pick your brand, come pick your crease, and we're going to get you fixed up.
We'll get you looking right. Now back to today's episode.
Boom.
Yeah, so we've already started doing some testing on it and figuring out what works, what doesn't work, what we want to move with, and really refining that menu. But it's been an incredible thing to have someone like that on our team that can really pull that stuff together and execute it the way he does. It is unbelievable, and it's incredible that I'm not 600 pounds living around there. The food that sits around that place is wild.
Well, I bet it's all just real food.
Yeah, real good
He's
food.
probably cooking so good.
Oh,
and
yeah.
using the best of the stuff. So it's just...
Oh, yeah. It's all homemade. Even to a lot of our bar ingredients, he's helps, watch our costing and inventory and all that stuff. And even when we get into ordering, the stuff we do for bar stuff, we were looking at cherries, and those maraschino cherries that we put in old fashions are expensive.
Wow.
He pulled that can out and read the recipes, and he's like, give me a wake. And sure enough, we're making our own cherries.
That's awesome.
So he's making all of our own cherries for our old fashions. He's making our Bloody Mary mixes now. So everything we do is truly from scratch.
That's awesome.
That's
So
cool.
kitchen and bar now. He makes all of our syrups, our mixes, everything we do is 100% from scratch. And it's only because of getting a chef like him in that door. It has really been a game changer for what we do.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. That's crazy. I was telling these guys earlier today, I watch a lot of like restaurant renovation shows or whatever, and they express highly that it's really hard to run a restaurant, and I have no idea behind it, right? But now that you're here, what do you think? Like, of course, it sounds like you have a really good team behind you and keeping you up there, but
yeah, it is definitely hard. The hours are really rough. It takes a while. It takes an army to run a place of that size, especially, and I am fully invested. I've given it everything my entire life for the past, now 4, almost 5 years. So it is definitely hard. Everybody's like, well, you went from, working all these other jobs and riding bulls, so it's probably a little better on your body.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No way. This is so much harder. This is way harder than I ever expected it to be, but it's definitely worth it.
That's awesome.
We've gotten to do some really cool things, support a lot of great people, a lot of great brands, and it's opened a lot of doors for me.
That's cool, man.
So I've loved every minute, but it is tough. It is a tough industry.
I believe it.
Yeah.
We get a glimpse of it at the store. We're not, though we're separate style businesses, we're still in the same industry as far as we're catering to someone, we're catering to the people, so we can definitely see your stress with making sure everybody's having the best time to make sure they come back. Even with just coming to buy a hat from us, we want to make sure you're coming and enjoying that day that you spent to drive an hour or so away. We want to make sure they left happy to come back. So same thing with you. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you want to get them to come back, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's one of those things since day one being with you at that shop, you know, it was pulling into downtown Elgin and I planned it. I was like, I know we're going to get hats.
Yeah.
I better have a day saved out. This ain't going to be an hour or two adventure. We're going to be a 6-pack deep by the time we leave. And, you know, it's going to be a 6-hour day.
Yeah.
Hanging out in the hat shop, you know, drinking beer, hanging out with everybody, you know. I mean, that was something y'all did incredible from day one, was really creating that experience. So that's definitely something we've done, you know, is really, we want people to stay and hang out. We want it to be about enjoying each other and enjoying the place. So, you know, we don't have TVs in our place at all. You know?
Wow, that's cool.
That's a nice touch.
It's something where you don't need to be on your phone. You don't need to be watching TVs. It's about enjoying each other.
Yeah,
you know?
heck yeah.
It's really about lingering. I mean, our average tables right now, our guests are there 4 to 6 hours.
Wow.
You know, so it's wild to think, you know, you can go hang out at a restaurant or bar for 4 to 6 hours and not be bored or feel like I got to kick you out the end of the night. Yeah. I mean, there have been people that have shown up for lunch and they'll sit there and eat lunch and be there for an hour or two and, you know, we'll have one more drink and all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock and they're like, well, you know,
might as well stay for dinner.
I guess dinner's coming up, right? So there they are for dinner and, you know, they finish dinner like, okay, we're going to go home. Well, music just started.
Oh, man.
I guess we'll mosey on upstairs, you know, and all of a sudden it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, y'all got to go home.
Y'all been here all day.
I don't know what to tell y'all, but y'all got to go.
That's
so,
awesome.
but I mean, that's such a cool thing to have as, you know, a bar and restaurant and venue like that, is to have to make people leave at the end of the night because they just are having such a great time and don't ever want to leave is so cool.
That's a great business model.
That is one of the coolest things.
Hang out, have a few drinks, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, you're still here. Wow.
Have
Keep
some
it
more
up, keep it
drinks.
up. Yeah. That's cool, man.
No, when I had that, one of the first locations, they were like, you got to put a couch in here and you ought to put a TV up. And I was like, if I do that, you're never going to leave. You know, it's like, which is, I want y'all to hang out, but I also want y'all to go home. So it's like, and now we got a TV and we got a couch and it's just funny.
It's fun. Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, us being there all day, we'll put the game on or something on a Saturday and we'll stay another 30, 45 minutes, you know, just watching whatever was on the TV.
Yeah. And we'll be shaping a hat and everybody will pause and watch the screen. Like what's Manning going to screw up this time? You know, it's like.
Well, heck, the post office guy this last weekend, we had on the Texas and Florida game, and he came to pick up our packages, and Emilio was like, I think that's it. And he was like, no, I just want to stay and watch what happens on this next play.
He's like, I'm on the clock. I'm going to watch this game for a second.
Yeah. But, man, being in just I consider a bar like a customer experience industry type of business. Being in that field, I'm sure you've had some crazy stuff happen at the bar. Do you have any cool stories about just random or the craziest people, or even just some real neat things that have happened since opening?
I mean, with the kind of bar we are, we don't necessarily have too many of the fights and the issues and the craziness. But on the other side of that, because of what we are and what we've created, is we've had some crazy people come in our doors.
Really?
I mean, A-list celebrities, Hall of Fame fighters.
Oh, wow.
We've had some crazy parties. I mean, I threw a private party right when we were opening. I mean, I've been open maybe a week, and we threw a party, and we had jets landing to come to this thing.
Wow.
We had full security guards showing up, and I had a rooftop full of, you know, 5 or 6 A-list celebrities. I had Netflix people there, all kinds of stuff. So definitely the people that's brought in the door it's been insane, you know. We've had a few people come do podcasts and film commercials. We've been asked to be on a few movies, so we got some movies that are going to be filmed coming up soon. I mean, it's really opened up a lot of cool doors for us to meet.
Any hints at that, or is it
people.
kind of hush hush for now?
It's a little hush hush at the moment, but it's some stuff that I think people are gonna really like.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
It's gonna be some cool stuff.
Nice.
What about the A-list celebrities? Are you able to say?
Not really.
Okay, at least what industry are they in?
Industry. A lot of them were in film.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Yeah. So that night I had some guys in film. So we had some Netflix guys that night. I had a rapper and his whole crew.
That's
And
crazy.
his management team out there. A lot of country artists.
Yeah.
You know, New Braunfels is picking up in the country world.
Yeah,
it
heck yeah.
is. People are moving from Nashville and Austin and starting to come the New Braunfels way. You know, or a lot of them are second home. You know, that half of them live part time in Nashville, part time in New Braunfels. So our music world's picking up. So it's been one of those things where you never know who's walking in the door.
Yeah.
And staying on top of staff, being like, you don't know who these people are. You don't know who's at your table right now, you know? Or I'll have a bartender geeking out behind the bar, like, guys,
That's so-and-so, yeah.
Y'all see who's in the corner? And I'm like, don't look at them. Leave them alone.
We want them to come back. So
Yeah.
So any names, not one.
Braxton Keith.
Max Keith, William Bettman. Yeah, I mean, I've got great relationships with like Randy Rogers in town, you know, and he's got he just opened up a place down the street, you know, so we've got a great relationship going. I've got some really cool VIPs. One of my VIPs is Boss Rutan. Okay. So Boss is a Hall of Fame fighter and actor. He's I hadn't seen him in a hot minute because he's actually traveling everywhere doing movie premieres. He's in that new big movie, that new big fighting movie.
That Smashing Machine one?
Smashing Machine, I think so,
cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
So he's been doing movie premieres and stuff, you know, so I mean, getting to meet some of those guys, and
that's so cool.
Even guys like Boss, you know, he's been a VIP and a huge supporter since day one.
That's cool.
You know, we've thrown his birthday parties and everything like that, his daughter's birthdays. Has been a huge supporter, and seeing a guy that is an absolute killer in the ring, you know, and has such a crazy story behind him, is one of the coolest guys I know. I mean, you know, he is one of the most down-to-earth guys, you know, so strong in his faith and just incredible human. So
that's really cool.
It's really been cool having guys like that around, you know, and supporting you, you know.
Oh, yeah.
To have that kind of support of guys that love what you're doing and want to keep coming back and invest in you, you know, emotionally and financially, that just are really into what we're doing. I mean, like I said, he was one of our first VIPs.
Yeah.
You know, when we started our VIP program, he was all in from day one. So having those kind of guys behind us has been incredible.
That's really cool.
You're 2/3 of the way to your 1 year. What do you have? What do you have in mind? What's something that's brewing?
Oh man, we're gonna definitely be stepping up our live music game.
Nice.
You know, we're definitely gonna be doing some more concerts, some more pop-ups. You know, one of the cool things with our ties to the music world is those personal relationships with a lot of these artists, you know, and we aren't the venue that can pack out 3,000 people and sell the $30-$40 tickets. You know, we are not that big high volume place. So it allows us to do something different, you know, kind of go against that industry standard with a lot of these guys. So doing those pop-ups, those song swaps,
I'm sure they appreciate that too. I mean, just a change of the norm for them, you know, and being able to maybe relax, or I assume relax a little bit, but still pick the guitar or do whatever they do.
It's not like it's a super small crowd. I mean still, even at 400, you know, that's 500 people, you know, it's but I bet it's like SB's saying, I bet that's awesome for them to see, because usually they're subject to these big stadiums or arenas, and now they get to have more of an intimate kind of personal show.
For sure. And when we do these, you know, pop-ups, it's usually acoustic, so it's a real easy setup.
Nice.
And we usually try to get it to be some type of song swap, so we get at least one or two other artists up there with them, which is usually their buddies.
Yeah.
So it's really a cool, fun downtime for them, and we really try to create a full experience for them. So get them set up in the green room, we're feeding them, they're having drinks, they're hanging out in the green room, then they're back in the tour bus, and we're driving the Cadillac around, you know, and pulling up in the Cadillac, and they're jumping out, and everybody's freaking out outside before we open the doors. I mean, we really try to create a really fun experience for them as well. You know, that hospitality is really important to us, especially, you know, with me being friends with so many of them personally, getting to go to all these shows with them and be on the road with some of them. You learn how quick that hospitality is important to those guys. When you live, you know, we all look at that life and, you know, see the rock star in it and be like, oh man, it'd be great if only I was a rock star, you know. But you don't see I live 320 days a year on a bus with 7 other dudes.
Yeah.
That's rough, you know.
Yeah.
That's rough. So when you get to those shows, having that hospitality there is a real key thing. So we've taken that real serious and made sure to take care of our artists the best we can and support them every way we can, no matter how big or small the artist is. So being able to do stuff like that, and it really opens the door for those larger artists that want to come in and take the weekend off. You know, we're going to spend the weekend in New Braunfels. We're going to almost take a little vacation and play a little show, get to do something fun for a change, and really change up the standard routine that they're so used to.
And that's what I was gonna say. It's like you said, it's kind of a vacation. Like they get to still enjoy playing music, right? But they're not even necessarily there to do that. Also, like they're there to come hang out, enjoy your place, enjoy themselves, and then pay you back with a little bit of music. You know?
Yeah,
Of course,
that's cool.
Of course, you know, and that's also something we've always offered to all of our guests that, you know, are always in the spotlight, is outside of playing on our stage or throwing parties or doing debuts or whatever they might be doing, is we're also a safe place for them to come.
That's cool.
You know, they can call me up anytime, call the host stand, reach us on social media, or, you know, most of those guys know some of my staff. So we've been able to get those phone calls from guys and be like, hey, we're here for the weekend. I got a date. Can you stick me away? I don't want anybody to know I'm around. I don't want the pictures. We don't want to be bothered. Just, can you hide me away? And, you know, for sure. We got you. You know, we'll stick them away up in our mezzanine area, or stick them in the Airstream for the night, or find a place for them to kind of hide away and, you know, get to be normal guys.
Relax, yeah.
You know, get to be normal people for a night. So that's something we really try to take care of all those guys.
For sure. Being in New Braunfels, that whole area, I know we talked about, you know, how that area's been growing and everything, and you can see it just us being in the Austin area, how everything's moving out that way. What are some goals for you and your business, you know, with the bar, to kind of draw more of a crowd, you know, because, you know, there's people that are like, I have a tourist destination here. What is it about what y'all are doing and the town that y'all are kind of trying to capitalize on to keep people in that area for you guys?
Yeah, I'm definitely wanting New Braunfels downtown to grow as a whole. Yep. You know, I mean, we can't do it by ourselves. So I'm doing everything I can to build Cowboys and Cadillacs to the best of our abilities, run it to the best of our abilities, and really create a cool experience that people want to travel for and want to come see us, and create that travel destination. But I can't do it alone.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things where we look to other business owners and people, you know, in the development of downtown, trying to elevate us as a whole, you know, because we all climb together.
Yep.
I mean, being here in Austin, you know, 6th Street's not 6th Street without every bar on that street.
That's right.
You know, Nashville's not Nashville without every bar on that street. So it's one of those things where people might not come just for me, but if we can create more to do downtown, you know, and increase, you know, that retail side, and increase our restaurants and bars, and really create an overall destination, we can do a lot, you know. So New Braunfels is growing. It is. So
well, I was super impressed. Last time I was there, it was probably maybe a week before you opened, and we went and watched a show. I think it was the Cleverleys. They were playing at that hall. It's kind of a
the Brontex.
Yeah. They do like bluegrass, but they make it funny. Like they'll play a rap song or something.
Slipping on genie juice.
Yeah. And when I drove down there and saw your neon already on, you hadn't even launched it, and I was like, man, he wasn't kidding. This place is gonna be awesome. And just to see that downtown, I feel like they've done a really good job. And it just, like I said, it was like the best qualities of Fort Worth were right here in New Braunfels. It seemed like I don't know.
Absolutely. And that's something that with us building Cowboys Cadillacs, we, you know, really took into account every detail. You know, we believed our success would lie in the details of what we did. So, I mean, even down to the neons, I used an old school neon guy to build those signs. We used dead stock colors. So he had a bunch of dead stock neon glass that he used, you know.
It looked like it had been there forever, dude. It looks awesome.
Which was my goal, you know, is I wanted it to look like this was a sign that was pulled out of the stockyards back in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know? That old school color, you know. That was one of the things when we were developing that. He was like, you want to go, what colors we after? And I'm like, I want it to look like it's been there 100 years.
Heck yeah.
I want it to be that old school colorway. And he goes, well, we can go old dead stock. And he's like, that's as original as you get right there with making a new sign. So that's the direction we went. And it was kind of his retirement job.
Oh, cool.
So where we would have done a lot more painting and stuff on our signs, he was like, we're going to make it all out of glass. We're going to do the whole dang sign out of glass. So, I mean, it was really cool. We really had true artists work on that building. While
we're on the topic of New Braunfels right there, tell us a little bit about the legacy. I mean, you were telling us your mom's been in business there for 15 years. Mm-hmm. What does that mean to you to be able to carry that torch and continue y'all's family generation and last name in that town?
It's been super cool. So I remember, when my mom started, she's a retail, she owns retail stores and she's an interior designer. And I remember when she started, selling furniture on our driveway, going to antique malls and that kind of stuff, and moving all the way to where we are now. When she bought those buildings 15 years ago and started French importing, she go to Europe a few times a year, ship back containers, and it's something I definitely grew up part of downtown. Everybody sees what we did and assumes I'm not from around here. I'm a New Braunfels implant, but I mean, I was born and raised New Braunfels. I grew up, my childhood was downtown. I spent more time in those buildings growing up than I did in our own home. So downtown's a big part of who I am and, my upbringing. So it's been really cool to carry on that legacy and adapt with what the public wants and what is changing in our world, and really create something that resembles me and who I am. So, it's really cool to get to work with my family as well, getting to carry on that legacy and create something that hopefully will last for a few more generations.
Yeah, heck yeah. That'd be cool.
Well, man, I just think that's awesome. And I was on that deal on you saying you grew up downtown. I want people to understand, like, New Braunfels downtown isn't necessarily like Austin downtown. It's way more personal. It's, I would say, historic downtown.
It is. So we're in historic buildings.
Yeah.
We're in a historic district.
Our building, real. It's raw. It's people enjoy people. It's not like people walking past you and just hey, screw off. It's hey, how you doing? It's still Texas historic downtown.
Yeah, it is definitely true Texas hospitality downtown. Our building was built in 1894. We are a registered historic building, and we're actually, all of downtown is a historic district. So, I mean, even through the process of building this thing, I went to the historical board 4 times and presented drawings and engineering and what I wanted to do and how to present my image and my goal downtown, because that's something that's watched.
Yep.
They're a part of all those decisions and what, downtown has to hold in its future. So it's definitely something unique. It's not just like any other downtown district. It is its own little thing, and it is true old school Texas hospitality friendly downtown.
I love it.
That's really cool. What just to kind of get into the building phase of putting together this industry, or not industry, but this business that's just blown up, what are some of the steps that kind of felt like setbacks but ended up being something that ended up being amazing for you guys?
Oh man, I think what people thought we were building is not what was actually being built.
Yeah, for sure.
The perception of what was coming in, I think, was we're going to be some big, loud, crazy, clubbing downtown bar, and that's not at all what we were doing.
Yeah.
Kind of like you say, the idea behind like bar food. You automatically go, we're going chicken tenders and wings,
frozen, just throw them in there.
Oh yeah, all the frozen stuff and curly fries.
Oh man.
So I definitely think everybody looked at us and was going, great, we're getting a big old giant bar right in the middle of downtown to overlook everything, and you automatically see rooftop going, okay, stuff's gonna be flying over the walls and people acting crazy, and that's what we need, is a bunch more drunk people running around. And that's not at all what we are and what we resemble and want. So we were definitely creating something different, and there's been a lot of people that have openly even told me. I mean, I had it happen last night. I had a VIP member come up to me after he'd had a few, in his defense, but he came up to me and was like, when you were building this, I was not a fan.
Wow.
And I was like, well, why? And he's like, this is not what I thought it'd be.
Yeah.
He's like, I just thought we were just gonna have another big crazy college bar.
Yeah.
You know. He's like, this ain't it. And he goes, and I love it. He's like, I mean, I'm a member. I pay to be here. You know. And he's like, I spend my time here. This is where I want to be. This is where I take my family. This is where I take my friends. You know. So he's like, it's really cool to see that perspective change and people start to back us. You know, because there was that stigma of what they thought we were.
Yeah.
And that's not at all who we were.
That's so cool. I'm actually really excited to maybe take the trip out there soon.
Yeah.
I've done my partying, you know, I've gone to bars, whatever. My fiance, however, doesn't really like all of that crazy, just college setting bars. So, yeah, I mean, whenever I tell her about it, I'm sure we'll make a trip out there.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
And that's one of the things that was really important to us when we started this is being really inclusive to everyone, you know. So you don't have to be a big drinker. You don't have to, you know, we've got the food. So if you don't drink at all, we've got plenty of food.
Yeah.
On top of that, we have an incredible mocktail menu. We've got alternatives to alcohol as well.
Wow.
You know, so we've got a whole group that come and hang out on a weekly basis. One of my favorite regulars, he is there at least once a week, is sober.
Wow.
Nice.
Does not drink.
That's cool.
But he's one of my regulars.
Yeah.
You know, and he's got his drinks that he likes, and he comes and hangs out and enjoys the music.
It's awesome.
And there's not many places, you know, you can do that.
No,
and
yeah,
still
definitely.
enjoy that social life.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure it was a place where it didn't matter what your background was, whether you struggle with addiction or don't drink for health reasons or medication or you're pregnant or whatever you might be going through in life, that if alcohol is not something you want, you don't feel left out.
Yeah.
You know?
That's so cool.
So especially, you know, at the age I'm at, I've got all my friends, you know, they're all getting married and having kids, and you kind of get to that point in life when, especially with me not having any, I was like, you know, we can't go out. I'm like, no, we're not drinking. I'm not DDing for y'all. But now we, you know, so we've created a place where they're like, for sure.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Let's do it.
Cool.
We're in. So it's been cool to create something so inclusive for everyone, that everyone's able to have a great time and not feel left out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's time for some rapid fire.
Rapid fire. I'll let you go first.
Favorite cocktail at the bar?
Oh man, that's gonna be the Cowboy.
The Cowboy?
That's gonna be the Cowboy. That's gonna be our barrel pick old fashioned.
Wow.
Yeah, so you get to pick one of our barrel picks and have an old fashioned made, and that's definitely one of my favorites.
Heck
So I'm
yeah.
picky about my bourbon.
So on all three bars, is there signature drinks that apply to those levels, or is it the same menu for the most part?
All food, all drinks on every floor.
Nice.
Heck yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
What's you already told us a dish that's probably going to come out soon, but what's your favorite current dish right now?
Favorite current dish, bulgogi short ribs.
Oh, what the heck?
Wow.
Is
I
that?
don't even know what that is.
Yep, it's so good.
Wow.
So good. It's definitely my favorite dish we have in house right now.
I need to try that. That
Most
sounds
famous contact on your phone.
Probably shouldn't say that one.
good.
Second famous.
Second.
Shoot, man. Second.
Okay, just one to brag about that you can say.
Medium
I'd say
rare.
Boss is one of my favorites. Boss
Yeah.
Ruten's cool. You know, having a dude that's been on the big screen and
Yeah.
a Hall of Fame fighter, that's
That's
pretty
awesome.
cool. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's your favorite color pair of boots?
My favorite color pair of boots. I mean, I love these green ones, but I do have a turquoise pair that I do love.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Those are sweet.
I got a sweet pair of turquoise.
Favorite cowboy hat?
My American 100X Americans, man. I don't even know what color.
From?
Of course, from Double R. We don't own anything but Double R, baby.
There you go.
But I love my 100 Americans. I think I just about got every color now.
That's awesome.
Last rapid fire. How long does it take you to do your mustache in the mornings?
2 minutes.
Nice.
What's
a
the
good one.
secret?
2 minutes. The secret? Oh man, this one might be embarrassing. Y'all are gonna get the inside scoop on the mustache. Y'all ready for this?
What is it?
What I learned, how did Barber teach me this one, is I had the problem of it always falling down.
Yeah.
Like it always wants to tilt down. And so what he taught me is I tape it to my face every night.
Really?
wow.
Yeah, I use medical tape. So I
Wow.
strip the wax out when I take a shower. I'll strip the wax out.
Yeah.
I re-wax it, fix it all up with my hairdryer and stuff, and then I medical tape. I curl it the way I want it and tape it to my face.
That's
And that's how I
crazy.
sleep.
Wild.
So I sleep. You pull that sucker off, you blow dryer in the morning and comb her out, you're good.
That's
2
awesome.
minutes.
What the
Wow.
heck?
That's
2 minutes.
dedication.
And it keeps it tight to your face, and it keeps the curl in, and it trains that hair. That has been the
Dang.
game changer. I mean, solid game changer.
I can picture Nate now. Just a bunch of tape on his face.
Let me tell you, it's a sight.
That's cool.
It's a sight. That's
Wow.
not something you let everybody know. You definitely don't let everybody see it.
I saw this guy on TikTok with curlers in his mustache, and I was
Wow.
like, I don't know if I'm brave enough to try that yet. but-
Yeah, that's a tough one. But yeah, the medical tape to the face. It's been a game changer in the mustache.
With your years of experience under the neon and maybe hitting the dirt, what's some life advice you'd like to give us?
Oh goodness. I'd say pushing through, one of my staff's thing that, my brand marketing director, we have this thing, Tatanka, just
Buffalo.
running straight through it, hitting that storm, we're not going to go around it. We're going to go straight in it and we're going to do it,
Yeah,
so just pushing through everything and putting it all in Christ,
Nice.
love it. That's
putting
beautiful.
it all in Christ. So
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Tell us. I want to know this because I'm looking at this bomber jacket right here, and I'm like, this thing is sweet. Tell us a little bit because you said how the Cowboys and Cadillacs was kind of a merch deal before the bar
Yeah.
kind of came to fruition. What's kind of some of the inside scoop of some of the merch stuff that's going on? People who aren't able to get there but still want to represent you.
Yeah, so we will eventually be launching an online store.
Nice.
We're working on that currently right now. If anybody did want anything, they're always welcome to reach out to us on any platform. They can call the bar host stand or hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we've spent a lot of time and effort on our merch. We're definitely going that old school. We're definitely hitting that old school. Very similar to some of the stuff that y'all put out.
Nice.
Love it.
Definitely keeping that old, so that's kind of where that bomber jacket came from. You can't steer away from a good old satin bomber jacket and black and gold.
I love it.
It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Where can we find your socials on the bar?
What
where
are
do
they?
we find you?
Yeah.
Pretty sure we're Cowboys and Cadillacs NB on pretty much every platform. So you should be able to look up Cowboys and Cadillacs to some extent and find us.
Nice.
love it.
Yeah, there's only one of us. So
Oh yeah.
If y'all haven't looked up the stuff, y'all definitely need to. Some of the videos y'all have, and just seeing how different every level is, all the stuff y'all have to offer, it's really cool. So go on your phone right now and look it up unless you're driving.
I want to be one of the first to try one of them steaks. That tomahawk.
we got you. We'll put one with your name on it.
There you go.
We'll have the double R steak.
I love
That'd
it.
be cool.
Yeah.
Last
Y'all hear
rapid
that?
fire.
We're gonna hold them to it.
I just thought of it. How do you get your steaks cooked?
How do we cook our steaks?
How do you like your
How
steaks?
do I
cooked?
like my steaks? Oh man. Oh, I'm blue.
Yeah.
I'm blue. I'm okay if it still has a heartbeat when it's my plate.
Knock its horns off, wipe its
Oh,
ass, and if it
yes,
kicks you,
sir.
it's ready.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I like them blue.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's an unpopular opinion, but it's the way steaks should be eaten. It's,
That's awesome.
I respect them.
For sure. Tell us where we can find your bourbon, man. That's really cool. I've
That's
been
all.
enjoying this.
That's all sold at the bar.
Nice.
Okay,
Love it.
cool.
So yeah, you can come find us at the bar anytime, and we'll take care of you.
Heck yeah.
I'm excited to go, guys. We need to plan a trip.
Let's
I know.
go.
We'll have a
Wow.
whole little double R outing.
I'm
We're gonna have
down.
a little hat shaping before long.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh, yeah.
really cool.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get y'all out. We're gonna do a little market day, little
Yeah.
thing out there.
We talked a little bit about it at the premiere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
yeah. And I need some new hats. I cut all my hair off. Nothing fits me anymore.
I was gonna say you got your ears lowered.
I know. Now I'm like shoving the hat, toilet paper in the back of my hats, trying to make everything fit now.
Well, Cameron,
Of course.
thank you so much. This is awesome.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Of course. It's a pleasure being here.
Good meeting.
Man, I enjoyed hearing all about the story and the bourbon and everything. And thanks for making the time to come and see us and do this. And SB, thank you for joining us on this special SB-sode.
I hope I make Galena proud with whatever I said today. So
We'll see.
Yeah.
You had big shoes to fill.
I know I do.
I mean,
Yep.
Guys, if you enjoyed the listen, give us a like and subscribe, and we're gonna bring you some more.
Yeah, follow us on all of our socials. Life Beneath the Hat or Beneath the Hat, one of those two. Alina's going to be mad that I didn't remember that. But try one of those. You should be able to find us. Share the podcast. Go listen to it wherever you guys get your podcast. And let us know what you guys thought of this one. Go check out Cameron and Cowboys and Cadillacs. You guys are for sure going to absolutely love that. go ahead and have a glass of the bourbon while you're there. This has been really, really cool. Thanks for that treat. I really appreciate that. But yeah, hopefully we have a bunch more. I know we had a little bit of a hiatus, but we're back. We're trying to get some more out for you guys. So until next time, I think we should just go ahead and cheers this one more time to close it out. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for
Cowboys
bringing
and
us.
Cadillacs.